Oh, what's up, guys? This is Silence's Gold, and we're back for another Let's Play. Alright, so last episode we were talking about how we were thinking maybe moving would be the better idea for all of this stuff. This episode, I've already kind of decided. Now, I haven't posted any videos over the weekend just because it was Memorial Day, and I had a little bit of an injury that I had to deal with. So we're back, though. We're back. So the first thing we want to talk about that has changed over the weekend is Forge 1. After using it a couple of times, I figured we could optimize the space a little bit better. So you'll see now there are 12 refining forges in here. 12. And I have a total of 18 large storage chests, a preserving bin, 2 mortar and pestles, smithy, campfire, and a fabricator. Now, out of all of this, the only thing that's just really new is the fabricator. So let's take a second, let's talk about it. Now, the fabricator is used to make all of your more advanced stuff. For example, you can make electronics, which is kind of just really a circuit board. And then also you can make polymer, which is used in various recipes. Structure-wise, build anything electrical, generators and wiring. Anything electrical again, but structure-wise, so you have your AC, your fridges, your lamp posts, stuff like that. You can make big storage units. Now these guys are pretty awesome. The vaults, and I haven't made any yet, just because I don't really have anywhere to put one, but when we do, we'll talk more about that, as well as some cooking and some bed items. You can also make some armor, which I currently have. It's the scuba armor, and this stuff is pretty awesome. It lets you move around underwater really well with I want to say limitless. It's not limitless, but your oxygen supply is greatly increased when you're underwater wearing the scuba gear, as well as your movement. Now, one thing that I have added onto the raft design that I like here is this wooden catwalk. You put one of these guys here, you can still access the raft from the top, but you can't fall down this hole, no matter how hard you try. That right there is about as low as you can go. So it kind of saves you from having to worry about that hole, which is pretty great. The next thing we want to talk about here, that's also new from the last episode, is Arc 1. Arc 1 is my mass animal carrier. This thing is phenomenal. I've been able to move all of my dinos here, minus 2 of them, just on this arc. So this is pretty great. I love this thing. What I've done here is I've built out to the max width here, and so that's really 4 blocks from the rudder in any direction. 2, 3, with a ramp is 4. Okay, and then I put 2 dino gates here. Awesome! Look at that there! Look at the egg! Yeah! So I've been collecting dino eggs like crazy on that arc, and it's great because we can start using them to tame oviraptors here pretty soon, which will increase our egg capacity significantly. Look at all these eggs! Look at them! I got like 7 and 10. I got 10 eggs. Look at that. That's awesome. Anyways, going back to the arc. The arc is probably, it's definitely one of my favorite designs so far, just because I'm able to do so much with it. And you can see from the driver's seat, I can really see just about anything. The only thing that I might change, and it's debatable, I'm not sure yet, is removing these window walls here and just putting the stone railing. That's the only thing that I might change, but again, I'm not 100% on that just yet. We've also tamed a mammoth. We named it Ellie. Mammoths are awesome because you can hit trees with them, and it'll give you a lot of wood. And a little bit of thatch. And then also, just because it's an herbivore, anytime you hit the ground, it does give you the additional berry bonus. So it's pretty great. The next thing that we've got that's really cool is the dung beetle. I haven't really come up with a cool name for him just yet, but it's coming. It's going to come. Dung beetle is awesome because you put feces in it. You can put any sort of feces, so like small, medium, or large, and it'll make it into fertilizer as well as giving you an oil byproduct. So it's an extremely useful thing to have. The only thing is it does need to be set to wonder in order for it to do that process. And so right now I don't have them set on wonder just because I don't really have a safe area for everything just yet. But it will be set on wonder very soon. Just because it's a great source of fertilizer and oil. The only thing is when you get a dung beetle, you'll notice in the bottom right that the weight is only 8.1 pounds, and I've upgraded them a few times here. So you're really gonna want to upgrade your weight capacity on the dung beetle, and if you're gonna do what I do and try to keep them as safe as possible, then you don't really need to worry about any of the other stats, just the weight. Plus, he's also a super, super cool color. Look at him. Look at him. We're the best of buds. Check it out. Oh, man, we ought to screenshot that. That's how awesome it is. So, the next thing is we've got Kermit. And he is a pretty frog, man. Let me tell you. Look at those colors. Frogs are great. If you kill insects with them, any sort of insects, so scorpion, the dragonflies, anything like that, he will give you cementing paste on the spot as well as the additional chitin. So it's pretty nifty to have one of these guys, especially if you need lots of cementing paste like I do. And then the last thing we've got here is Air Force One. Air Force One is a Quetz. And you probably already know that, but the Quetz is an awesome thing to have. Now, I thought about recording the taming of the Quetz, but there's a lot of recordings on Quetz taming, so what I wanted to do was make a recording for the next Quetz, because for this last one, we just did the traditional way of carrying somebody along on an RG and having them shoot trank arrows at this guy until he falls. For the next one, I've got a really great plan. It's kind of a way that I have not seen done online very much, and so I think it's going to be really cool, and you guys are going to like it a lot. And we'll fly around a little bit today and see if we can't find one, but if we can get a hold of one, we'll tame that, because I think that's going to be a really cool part of the episode today. Now, what I'd like to do is I want to show you my new base. That's right. We did decide that I was going to move just because I got tired of worrying about my base being attacked when I wasn't there by animals. For example, we had a couple people that went over to pick berries while I was forging metal out at Skull Island, and the T-Rex just started hammering on my wall and stuff like that, and actually two of them got through the gate and into the base. So decided that, you know, it's not really worth it to me to live inland where I have easy access to the materials. I can just get it and bring it in from outside. So I'm going to go with the awesome water-based platform, and I'm going to make it look kind of like an oil rig, and I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to have all this area in here for water dino storage, and I think this is going to be cool. You'll notice that I've just decided to do pillars instead of walls all the way around, and I'm stopping my pillar wall right here. That's going to stop right there. I am going to go probably at least 4 more walls just so I can get that authentic oil platform look, because I think that's going to be great. But I went with the pillars because it's just like having a solid wall. If you have a megalodon cannot fit through that gap. Now, mantas I'm pretty sure can, but I'm going to go ahead and enclose this with fences, metal railings, and I think that's going to stop the mantas as well. But the big problem, the big concern that I have about doing this is just the just the megalodons. So this is going to stop the megalodons from coming through. This is going to be awesome, guys. I'm super excited. So you'll notice I personally, I like in the bottom of this, I would rather have just the seafloor, but if I want to do this the way that I want, I'm going to need a foundation underneath it. You can build anything as long as you have a foundation underneath it. For example, let's go back over here and let's see if we can't grab we'll grab one wall and a few ceilings, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is gonna make everything awesome. I think it's gonna change a lot of stuff. So let's see. Do I have any? I have roofs. Awesome. Perfect. Let's grab some more stuff to make a little bit more though. Oh, we'll do the 44. There it is. Oh yeah. We need some thatch. Let's grab 200 thatch and 200 fiber. And wham. Okay. Now let's go check it out. Let's check it out. Boom. So we swim back over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick example of why this is going to work. So what you can do is you can build anything, anywhere, as long as you have foundation support underneath it. So for example, if I decided I want to build my wall right here, and I want to make this too tall, but then I wanted to build a ceiling inwards. Typically that's about where we have to stop. Right? Well, when you use this method, that is not where you have to stop. You can keep on going as if you had foundation. Because that's what this is, technically. A pillar allows for a ceiling to become a foundation up top. Now, if I wanted to go out, I can't do it because it doesn't have any foundation support because there's nothing underneath it. And I've also extended this platform to the max, so I can kind of start planning. But this is pretty awesome. This is a game changer for this platform. The only thing is I'm going to run into a little bit of a problem, I think. If I extend out, I'm probably going to hit the ground about right here, which means that this part is going to be a little off kilter. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have this middle section that's about this height here, and it comes in until about right here, and then I'll build ramps up to each side. So it'll just be a really smooth transition and it'll all look symmetrical. That's the big thing. I like everything to look the same. So this is going to be fantastic, guys. And then you'll notice that I've got a behemoth gate here, but it's out of stone. That's just because the stone behemoth gate is much cheaper and much easier to make than a metal one. And I would feel kind of terrible if I had wasted a metal gate for a test run. The idea that I had for this was that the top of this would kind of match the rest of everything else going around, and I think I nailed it. That's about as close as I'm going to get to this ceiling height here. So this is going to be fantastic. I'm going to get rid of that once I'm a little bit further along in this build, and replace it with metal, of course, to match the rest of the platform. But it's going to be pretty cool, guys. I'm super excited about this. This is all coming together really well. So let's take a quick. Oh wait! Actually, let's talk about one more thing. So I've unlocked several things. The first one is I've unlocked flak armor, guys, and it's pretty awesome. Let me tell you, I really do enjoy it. You can take way more hit points than you can in the cloth or the hide, which is what I've been wearing for most of the series so far. Is just cloth armor. And I've done okay. I've done alright with it, but having this stuff makes staying alive much easier. Naturally. And it's great. So this armor is pretty cool, and I've got some plans for it later on that'll make it look even better, I think. So let's check me out. Look at me. I look very medieval. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't look as ripped though. I need to hit the gym a little bit more. Alright, so the last cool thing that I've unlocked in our absence is firearms. Boom. So I've only unlocked one, and that is the long neck rifle, which I have somewhere on the boat in a chest. It's pretty cool. But the next cool thing is I've unlocked trank darts. Now, trank darts make knocking things out much easier. First off, they don't deal as much damage as an arrow, and they deliver at least three times as much torpor as a traditional trank arrow. You'll notice it takes 3 narcotic, 2 ingots, and 1 rifle ammo. to make it, so it takes a lot more to make than a trank dart does, but it's way more effective than a trank dart. So let's go ahead and craft up our simple rifle ammo. Simple rifle ammo takes 2 metal ingots and 12 gunpowder. And to make gunpowder, you need to come over to the mortar and pestle, and it takes charcoal and spark powder. So let's do that. Now, you'll notice I've got all of these furnaces going here, full steam ahead. I am smelting some metal. I didn't want to be completely wasteful, but I'm also doing it on wood instead of spark powder so that I can get the charcoal. Because charcoal is kind of the thing that I lacked the most of. And of course, you know, building the base over there, I've used almost all of the stone that I had in storage, if not all of it. Yeah, almost all of it, making cementing paste, because it takes, I think it takes something like 8 stone and 1 chitin, maybe? 4. Yeah, 8 and 4. And so it does take quite a bit, but man, that cementing paste, there's so much cementing paste that I needed for that. That's actually the biggest problem. I've still got so many metal ingots in storage, but I've only got 25 cementing paste left. And so for my metal structures, I need like metal walls. Look at 25 ingots, I've got that, but the cementing paste. Foundations, same thing. Cementing paste is the hardest thing to get. I can carry so much stone and smelt so much of it at once that it's actually not a big deal for me to get that. But the hard thing is getting the cementing paste. Okay, so we've probably got all of our simple rifle ammo by now. Let's go ahead and craft up our trank darts. So we need to grab our narcotic, which will be in our miscellaneous chest. No, I won't. I bet you it's in the base chest. And that's not very much, so we'll throw this in here real quick. Boom. Go ahead and craft up all 13 of our trank darts while we swim over here and grab some more narcotic, because I know that there's some still on carrier 1. Maybe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wham! This is gonna be epic, guys. I hope you're excited. I'm pumped. Oh yeah, that's 40 darts. That ought to be plenty to take down this Quetz. Okay, so real quick, I want to talk you guys through this next bit of design that I'm gonna do for this next taming. And I'm gonna try to do this taming by myself. And hopefully I'm successful, but I could definitely see myself not being successful at this, just because I don't know if anybody's actually tried to do this just yet. But we're going to try to use our Quetz to tame another Quetz. So let's see what it takes to make a saddle here. Platform saddle. I need a lot of stuff. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get this stuff. I'm going to get the saddle made, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Check it, check it, check it. You ready? Oh, I'm so ready. This is gonna be everything. Everything I've wanted. Oh, how excited are we? Oh, look at it. Oh, it's great. That is so awesome, guys. That is just great. Let's check it out. Let's get over here. Let's stroll about. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is wonderful. Okay, so what we need now, I think I got enough materials to get it all. I'm going to build this out of wood, okay? We're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4 foundations to start with. And while we're crafting that, let's go ahead, let's get ceilings. Ceilings first. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ceilings. Is that right? 9, 10. 10 ceilings. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Alright, so let's put these foundations in our hotbar and the ceilings in our hotbar. We'll get rid of this for now and bump you guys down. Alright, so first things first, we need to place our foundations. Now, if you don't get this step right, the rest of this is not going to line up. So you have to be really careful here. And the first thing you want to do is you want to get this as close to you as you can with seeing the legs. Okay, then you want to scoot over as far as possible. So you need to try to line it up with the edge of this saddle. Okay, then you want to scoot as far back as possible. Okay, too far. Right there is perfect. Okay, then you'll place the next one right here. Okay, sometimes the server lags like that. Then there. Then there. Oh yeah, we are well on our way. Well on our way. Okay, now the next thing is the ceilings. Wham, 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 wham. So you want to surround this guy with ceilings because you want to maximize your movement area. Okay. Now, the next step is walls, which we don't have the material for on person, but you want to get these walls built up all around on all the sides. So we're going to do a 2x2 of walls right there, right here, and right there. So I'm going to go grab some more material and, you know, we'll just stay on the camera because I don't think this is going to take very long. Okay? So, the idea is that I'm going to be able to tame Quetzals without having to enlist the help of the rest of the tribe. If nobody else is on and I need a Quetz, or I just get a random hare and I see a Quetz, I can come back here and get it even if nobody else is here to help. So I feel like that's the most efficient way to do it. 1, 2, oh, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we want structures, we want wood, we want sloped wood wall, right, left, we need 4 more ceilings, 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, did we get it, is that 4? Oh man, that sure is, we're so close guys, we're so close, okay, so we want our walls, wham, and bam, bam. Oh man, look at it. It's shaping up real nice, guys. Real nice. Okay, now we want to hotbar that and use this. Wham, wham. Oh yeah. Check it out. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, we were 1 ceiling short because we built too many foundations. Rookie mistake, guys. My bad. Okay, so we're gonna harvest some more wood real fast. That'll give us a ceiling for sure. And now we need 4 sloped roofs. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 6. 6 sloped roofs. Let's get back out there. Gotta work on the crafting speed, man. So slow. So this platform's shaping out pretty nice. Okay. So, I'm gonna hotbar our sloped roofs. And wham, wham, wham. Oh yeah. And ceiling. Check it, check it, check it! That's so awesome, guys. Okay? Now we want to get some preserving bins set. Just so that we can tame this guy completely in the air. The idea here is to avoid having to deal with landing Quetzal on the ground and then taming it from the ground. Just because sometimes it's a little risky. Depending on where it lands. And like I was saying earlier, maybe I said it, maybe I didn't. I can't remember, guys. Oh, already too many on the platform, but that can't be right. We're supposed to be able to have 44. This isn't 44. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 18, 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 32, 40, 41, Oh, man, that's 42. That's 42, guys. Let's see. How are we going to fix this? Got it. I got it. I think I got it. Let's see if I can get rid of this wall. Get rid of that wall. Get rid of you. Goodbye. Get rid of you. Goodbye. And you as well. See you later. Bye-bye. See you next year. Hasta luego. Alright, so let's go with this. This might work. You know what? This should work. This should work. I don't know why this wouldn't work. Let's give it a go. Okay, so we want to build 2 ramps so that we can easily get up. I keep doing that. There's stops. I wish there was a way to stop at mid-craft. I really do. That helps so much. Okay, we want to build 2 ramps here. That way we can get up with safety from the saddle after we've caught this guy in our trap. Okay? Now, you want to carry 4 walls with you. You really do. And it actually isn't a bad idea to go ahead and fill out that top section. See, let's just go ahead and build our wooden walls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to double check and make sure this is going to work before we build too much and kind of fail. Okay, so we got our walls. So you get the Quetzal in here. Before you do anything, you put those 4 walls down. Oh yeah, now that's going to be a trap, okay? That's how we're getting the Quetzal. By ourselves, if we need it. Yeah, this is perfect, guys. This is just great. Now, the only thing that we could use up here that isn't currently here is a mortar and pestle, just in case. But realistically, once you get the Quetz in this trap, there is no room for error. Okay, you have to come prepared to tame it. You can't make narcotics because if you don't have the materials already, you don't have all the narcotic you need when you catch this guy. There's just nothing you can do, because once you move, that Quetz is gonna get out. There's not a way to keep it in, even if you box it in. And really, there's not a way to box it in because of the build limit. So you need to make sure you have all of the narcotic you need before. Only 3. You need to make sure you have all the narcotic you're gonna need before you go and try to do this by yourself. Otherwise, you're going to lose that Quetz, and the worst case scenario is that you knock him out and you realize it's going to cost more narcotic than what you have, and you lose him. And he falls to the ground, and I don't know if they'll take fall damage, but he will be on the ground, so that kind of voids the whole purpose of trying to tame this guy yourself, by yourself. So you really want to watch out for that kind of stuff. Wood. Oh, and look, I've got plenty right there. We need 1 more wall, guys. Okay, now you want to bring these 4 walls with you. Having them with you will allow you to finish that trap up. So it'll work out perfectly. Okay? So, let's see. Let's try to build a mortar and pestle real fast. What do we need for that? It's crafting. We need hide and stone. And I should have that all on Forge 1. Let's get it going. Wham! So surprisingly, once I started building that structure out there were a lot less sharks around here, which is excellent, because honestly, that was my biggest concern, was all the sharks. The sharks were just, there were so many sharks when I first got here. Never be enough hide and stone. I might be out of stone, but we can get that pretty easily. Oop, 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 oop. Alright, so I'm going to get this stone. I'm going to get a mortar and pestle built. And then we're going to try to see if it's going to fit. Hopefully it does. Hopefully this is gonna work, guys. If this works, then you'll have just about everything you need. Not that you really need a mortar and pestle up here, because honestly, if you don't have it when it's ready to go, really, you know, it might be better to just put some more preserving bins up. Let's just do that, and let's forget about that mortar and pestle. Because again, if you don't have this whenever you're up in the air already, you're not getting it, guys. It's not gonna happen. And oh yeah. Oh, so close. And there it is. Wham! Alright. Now we can try to put that mortar and pestle up here since we made it. But I don't know if we need it, guys. Yeah, we could. So there's that. And really that's pretty much all we need up here. I don't see us needing anything else for taming. The only thing that might be an issue is storage for getting those last 4 walls up, but surely we're still good on our build limit because we added the 4 fridges and removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walls. So technically speaking, we might need to remove 1 or 2 more things to make it work, but we'll figure it out as we go. Okay, so now we're going to make all of the narcotic we're going to need, and we're going to try to get as much raw prime meat as possible before we come back. So the goal is I'm going to do all this stuff off camera and then find us a Quetz and show you guys how to do this by yourself if needed. So we'll be back in a few minutes, guys. What's up, guys? So we're back. We looked around for a Quetzal for a little while, but then we kind of got sidetracked with what we're about to see here. So we got these 2 forges, and word to the wise, they don't go on a platform, so you can't put them on any sort of platform. That means a saddle. That also means a raft. So we built this complex here on Skull Island. And it is pretty awesome, guys, let me tell you. We'll probably have to make a bigger dock just because our navy is a little large. But here we go. So we have easy access onto the island from boats. We did build a little spawn house here just in case people need to log off. Here we have a smithy inside with some beds just to be extra safe. Be honest, we might even put a chest in here with some pre-made tools. Oh, what is this? Megalodon battle! Yeah! Oh, you can't hang with us. No, you can't. Oh, yeah. Way to go, Bruce. Way to go, Bruce. And even though I just used a hatchet on that, you could definitely use a sickle and get more raw material from it. I just don't really need the material right now. Otherwise, I would have used a sickle. Anyways, but it never hurts to be over-prepared for anything. Then up here is where the real deal is. So check it out. Industrial forges. They are 2.5 platforms wide and deep, and 5 walls tall, so they're pretty massive. Now they run on gasoline. We let this one run for about 30 minutes, and in that 30 minutes we smelted all of this metal. So it was actually, like, keeping up with it while we were forging. It was pretty tough for one person to get the metal in here as fast as it was producing the metal, and we only went through 7 gasoline in the time of that. Probably 30 minutes or so. Maybe it was on for about an hour. But I mean, it produces super fast. And so all we have to do is from up here, right on the other side of the teeth, it's all the metal deposit. We mine metal, we drop it off, and eventually, once we start expanding the operation a little bit, there might be a couple people in the tribe driving rafts to and from, or once we get upgraded Quetzals, they might be flying to and from bases dropping off metal deposits. And of course, it'll be better. The best thing we could do really would be to connect to that upper level over there with some sort of ramp or something that would enable us to have access to all the different metal here. However, I don't know that that is actually a feasible goal, considering you'd have to build pillars into the lava and you kind of die in there. So, but yeah, sorry we didn't get a chance to use the new Quetz trap. We'll definitely be using it next episode. Thanks again for tuning in, and please feel free to leave comments or suggestions on anything you'd like to see in the future. And until next time, guys, peace.